Hey guys, Suarez Digital here. First off, thank you so much for 498 subscribers. It really means the world to me, and I will continue to make more wholesome content for you all. Growing up isn't easy. The more you experience life, the more perspectives you'll get as well, which isn't always a good thing considering the fact that some things you used to enjoy now become sort of lame. For me, I love Sonic the Hedgehog. It's one of my all-time favorite series. From the TV shows, comics, games, I think it's one of the most perfect series ever, is what I normally would say if I didn't get older. You see, as a kid, there was no such thing as a bad Sonic product. The games were cool, the TV shows were amazing, everything was flawless. But now I have to take a step back and objectively look at it from a fair point of view. And I find out a lot of the stuff that I actually like kind of sucks. For example, Sonic Prime. Every generation can be defined by its Sonic cartoon. The 90s had Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and Saddam, the 2000s had Sonic X, 2010s had Sonic Boom, and finally those in the 2020s have Sonic Prime. The announcement of Sonic Prime was welcomed by all. As we already had a successful Sonic movie, Sonic game, and Sonic comic, the last thing in line was a successful Sonic TV show. And of course, I was really excited. From the trailers, it looked remarkable, and the cast direction was amazing, with a cast of fresh voice actors that were just as impeccable as those before them. The concept was amazing, the cast was phenomenal, and everything seemed to line up right on point. All except for the plot. The plot was promising, but overall uninteresting. I felt like it didn't make use of the characters, and especially in the last season, the episodes felt like extra filler, which is a bad thing because these episodes aren't episodic. They are telling an overarching story. So when you have episodes that kind of feel out of place, it comes off as very jarring. And as I continue to get older, I start to realize that I, in fact, am no longer the target audience. And who exactly is the target audience? Well, look no further than kids. Yeah, kids. Those little things we all evolved from. Their standards are low. I would know. I was one of them at some point. Put on some Sonic the Hedgehog, and these kids will be fascinated with how cool he is. What he does doesn't necessarily matter because, hey, he looks cool, and he looks cool doing it. And I know what some of you people might be saying. Hey, Suarez Digital, that's not true. I see adults buying Sonic toys all the time. So you are 100% wrong. Even though you see a bunch of grown men and women buying out all the Sonic merchandise at a Target aisle, that doesn't necessarily mean that that was made specifically for us. The ones who frequent kids' toys aisles are normally kids. One look at these toys and you can tell they were made to target kids. This is basically how the scenario would play out. What? Why would I get you that? You already have like 3 Amy's back home. You don't need another one. What do you mean the pirate one has to be on the pirate ship? You just got the robot one. Alright, fine, we'll buy it for you. And a pirate ship is no good if he has no crew. So of course, you have to buy the pirate-themed characters. 9 and the rest of the futuristic ones won't suffice, and neither will the jungle ones. The pirate ship is for the pirate characters only. When playing with toys, you have to be lore accurate, like the TV show. Sonic movie is not in the TV show, therefore he cannot be allowed to be in the pirate ship. Now, does that mean I can no longer enjoy Sonic the Hedgehog stuff and all related content? What? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. All I'm saying is that I have to take a step back and realize that if something doesn't go my way, it's probably because TV executives didn't want to give the creatives the freedom to write the show as intended. Because we all know kids are all so dumb and can't understand complicated concepts. That was a joke, by the way. I mean, come on, guys. We were the generation that was traumatized by Mufasa's death. And I know it sounds like I'm blaming kids, but factually, they are the target audience that was watching the show. And according to the Netflix statistics, it was the #1 running show upon its release, which included all 3 seasons. Yes, all 3 seasons helped this show become the #1 ranked show for kids on Netflix. Now, all this to say, is that an excuse? Of course not. But sadly, these corporate goons are looking at profit. As the example before, these kids will see toys and they'll want each and every variant of these Sonic characters. Just look at this toy lineup. It is packed to the brim with toys they want to sell to kids. And that, my friends, is why this show wasn't given the proper care it deserved. It could have been so much better, but at the end of the day, it's all about money. And as long as those kids are watching the show and want their parents to buy the toys for them, then this sadly will always cause a trend where that will be more important than the quality of the show itself. So my advice is that we should all apply for these executive positions, and from there we can create the shows and content we've always wanted to. Alternatively, just go make a YouTube channel and do whatever the heck you want with that. Which alternatively might not always work because, let's face it, you and I both know that I only get about 3 views per video. But with that said, I will take my own advice and continue to create the content that I've always wanted to watch. Because let's be honest, at the end of the day, I'm the one watching my videos and saying, oh my gosh, that guy's a genius.